Alright then, let me tell you this one about a bloke named Steve. I knew one lad selling bits to float a uni degree. He wasn't studying film, but still he used to move. He might have had the baddest life, but ain't a thing about it, bougie. Life moved like a turnstile, you ain't real then you was fruity. Bridges had to be burned for respect to be earned. A middleman got a share of the weight, but he's not a holder. Neck twisted like perp from looking over his shoulder. Steve don't wanna do this shit, I need to put this shit down. Bag a sniff head to look at what I'm doing to my town. The grass ain't always greener when you're smoking it. And can he earn enough to build a house when he's selling bricks? Steve had to think outside the boxes he was selling. Leave for a bit, take a trip and gain perspective. Selling good times and hope lines, anything to get a buzz off. But where are all the big bits the olders only gave him crumbs of? You get to thinking when you're drinking and you're smoking half. They're trying to clip his wings, though he's flying their birds and money's a temptress. So when you can prosper off of O's, now that's a real play on words. And what's a man to do when his plug's taking the piss and dad's revolver and a balaclava's the price of getting rich? Uni's taking a back seat, he's all about his business. He plans the move alone so as not to leave a witness. Just a runner at the tea house, everything goes off smooth. But later he gets a drop call and don't know what to do. He pretends to be asleep, picks up and asks them what the time is.
It's peak, there's been a leak and someone's taking your consignment.
It's funny too, cause now he's in a bind. If he continues with the lie, he'll catch 5 from the 22. And if you don't make the money back, then they'll stab him in the front, they even aiming for the back. So now he's on a deadline, studying and selling suffering. There's only so long that he can get away with bluffing. Mental health is struggling, nowhere that he can run to. Teachers and friends can't help, he's meant to be a tough you. Weighing up the gun, thinking can I take a life? And in so doing reclaim mine the way this life has taken mine. What's the other option? If they find out that he's holding, then the mission's failed. Steve's got used to balancing the scales. Back outside the plug's house in the pouring rain. If the runner's on tonight, then he might catch one all the same. He clocks the time for his alibi, a bit past 9. Thinking somewhere in his mind, I swear that's blue lights. Steve tries to jump a fence, but they throw him on his back. And when they raid the flat, they'll find it empty. The spot's been moved, and they ain't coming back. The rules they live by means he keeps it under wraps. So best case scenario is 5 alone for the strap. That's 5 years in a cell, all to protect a code, while the very man who set him up is still out on the road. And when Steve comes out, he'll have turned into the man they saw when they locked him up, put an end to all his plans, judging him by one event. And incarceration has sown the hatred they tried to prevent. And this is not a fable or simply a warning, nor is it just a song. I met Steve. Luckily that first night he never picked up the gun. What?